This is important to tell you, not because a photoshopped image of our Prime Minister with Nita Ambani has been tweeted, but because who has tweeted it. Both these things need to come out to you. Firstly, I will show you the photo tweeted, and then a very important thing you need to know. This is the photo tweeted by this person called Jawahar Sirkar, the former. First, you see the photograph. He tweets this: fellow parliamentarians and others in politics also received such courtesy and bonhomie from their permanently scowling prime minister. In a mature democracy, we would know the two-way relationship. Someday history will tell us. So this is the photo of Nita Ambani, which is fake. It is photoshopped. It is a lie. It is a complete, utter lie. And then he says, in a mature democracy, we would know the two-way relationship favors transaction. Someday history will tell us. And now, after you have seen this, because he made it, and then he stopped his replies to this, let us discuss what has been done, why it has been done, and Jawahar Sirkar needs to be discussed. Why am I saying it? A lot of trolls do this and don't talk about it. Why am I talking about him? I'll tell you. If you are joining for the first time, you can please subscribe to the channel, and I am doing live, and join live whenever I come live, and I'll try to take your questions usually. So please do subscribe. Now, why am I talking about this? Somebody has said it's a Congress troll. No. This guy was the CEO of Prasar Bharati. What is Prasar Bharati? Most of you would know, but those who do not know, that is the nodal organization controlling Doordarshan, All India Radio. This sort of a person who on his own name in coming in front does this level of fakery when he was controlling Doordarshan and All India Radio, which is still today the largest reach of any means of communication, mass communication, controlled by any entity. It's bigger than any news channel. It is bigger than any newspaper. AIR, radio, villages, gaon. Why does Prime Minister do Man Ki Baat? Radio reaches places where TV doesn't reach. He was the CEO of Prasar Bharati. That is why I brought this. So when you make, and then there are 2 points to this. He firstly stopped his replies, then he deleted a tweet. Why? Because everybody said it's fake. But the purpose is what? It then circulates in various WhatsApp groups from a verified Twitter handle of a CEO of Prasar Bharati. You deleted it here, but it will float all over. Then it matches with the logic they try to say. Sirf Ambani ki, Adani ki sarkar hai. That's the second point. See, these are war times. This is how war is played. First, you appoint anybody from RSS background to any institution, and they start creating the narrative of fascism. They themselves appoint such fully dyed in the wool, complete, I would say, servants to their ideology that they have. But even after retirement, directly they do this. So one question to you. When the person was CEO, can you understand what sort of news he brought as a CEO? That is why he was made CEO by UPA, by the Congress governments. Why? That is the reason. Because they knew he will do the utmost propaganda. And when a person watches it on DD, slight, or All India Radio, slightly changed, person would think, ye to ho raha hai. Khair, you rejected all this in 2014. You were much smarter than their attempts. But the attempts keep on going on. And every prime minister will have popularity and low popularity. That is their life. So they will attack the more when the popularity is lower than earlier, so to destroy it. Second part, very good, Kritika Anand. That is a very good question. I want to take that. Twitter Manability button is not working, I think. I wonder if his profile is suspended or is the. You already know the answer. For Twitter, this is freedom of speech because it is done by a person who is abusing the Prime Minister. Because it is done by a person who is abusing the Prime Minister. So obviously it is not manipulated media. You Photoshop a lady's image by removing some other lady's image, who incidentally was no business. It's an old image where she is heading some NGO and you don't see, you know how photos happen? I'll tell you the trick of photographs, of bad photographs is this. When I'm speaking to you, I'm having a zillion expressions on my face, right? You are speaking, you speak on, and you just keep clicking. Sometimes my eyes would be not looking here, it will be slightly here. Sometimes my face would be this. So this is how they play this dirty game. They take out a photograph. Who knows, he was probably talking to somebody. This lady is here. Firstly, it's not Nita Ambani, but even whatever the lady was, she's here. Prime Minister is front on, she is side on. Maybe somebody on the other side of her bowed down very low to the Prime Minister. As anybody who has the same courtesy, he probably did this because somebody did this, probably lower because he's the Prime Minister. So somebody, a senior, must be a respected person. He did this. So Prime Minister did. That's natural human impulse. That is how they Photoshop things. Even if it was the same lady, they will not show who was on the other side of the lady to whom the Prime Minister was addressing. Could be the President of India. If the President of India does this, will the Prime Minister not do this? Obviously, he would do it. So even with that photo, they take it edited. But then they are not satisfied with that. They make a completely fake photograph. See the level and see the language. I'll just show you the language used on the photograph. That is very important to see. Not only the photograph. And see, you people should know because they will, not this one, they will share it. They will share it everywhere. And that is why you should also share. Do subscribe to the channel and do share such videos, because then other times, next time when people see fake things, they will know it is a fake thing. Because they would be sharing it in WhatsApps. See, wish fellow parliamentarians and other in politics also received some courtesy in Bonheim. A, that the Prime Minister is not very courteous. Okay, you could say it, not say it, I don't bother. In a mature democracy, this is the lethal part, which is the agenda part. We would know the two-way relationship. What is the relationship? Favors, transactions. Someday history will tell us. So favors and transactions and two-way traffic we will know. अब, and ये छुपा हुआ fake भी नहीं है. It's such an apparent bad Photoshop. But because Twitter will not call it manipulated, and you are asking about cases, yes, BJP has so many lawyers, they should probably file a case on this. But as I said, anybody from the right wing did this to an image, they would be suspended, blocked. Here, manipulated media button, as somebody said, will not be used. So what you should do, what you have to do, is they would be spreading this across platforms. I'll tell you an example. You think it's very obvious Photoshop. I know so many members, friends, aunts, uncles, not very tech savvy यार. WhatsApp में आया इमेज फोटोशॉप्ड है नहीं है, इतना सेकेंड डिग्री थॉट है ये सेकेंड डिग्री थॉट है. जब आप ब्लू टिक देखते हैं, यहाँ पे तो मेरे पास जो इमेज है वो तो अब डिलीट कर दिया इसने. जब डिलीटेड भी नहीं होगा या डिलीटेड का पार्ट नीचे से एडिट करके हटा देंगे, जब तक ये लाइव था 10 जगह शेयर कर देंगे, 500 ग्रुप्स में डाल देंगे, एक चर्चा शुरू कर देंगे. दैट इज द पार्ट. Anyways, we had to spread awareness, I have told you, and you must know the war games which will be played because UP election is coming. Trust you me, that is the most important election which will decide the fate of BJP in the very, I will not say long term, but short to medium term, that will decide a lot of things. Take care.